everybody, so as you can see my face is so dramatic, and that's because I just finished filming a winter foundation routine, so that'll be up shortly. But right now we're gonna do a Q&A. About a month ago I asked a couple of people if they were interested in asking me a couple of questions, so my subscribers, you guys, could get to know me a bit better and know how my brain works. And of course I got about, I think, 9 people to ask me about 12 questions. I think so, maybe 12. So yeah, I'm gonna answer them for you guys today, and hopefully this just gives you a bit of insight about myself so you can get to know me. If you like these type of videos, please definitely let me know below and I'll do more of them, right? So yeah, if you're interested, keep on watching. So I have my book here with all the questions written down on it. And the first question is by Zane MUA. She asked me if I could change one thing about myself, what would it be and why? And I'm gonna say that I procrastinate a lot. And like, I have procrastinated a lot in the past, and I'm really trying to change that. I've procrastinated with my health, I've procrastinated with my YouTube, I've procrastinated just with general things in life. I don't want to say that I'm lazy, I'm not lazy. It's just that I always think that I have time to do it, and then I don't, and then I rush them and it doesn't turn out the way that I want it to, or like, you know, it doesn't look right in any sort of way when it comes to like my YouTube videos if I rush them. So I've really decided to kind of just take my time as well. I have my daughters, and if sorry, if I procrastinate a lot, that's what I'm teaching them, is that like they'll always feel that they'll have time, and then they rush doing it in the end. And personally, when they do that, when they're getting ready for school, I absolutely hate it. But then again, it's like, what am I teaching them? I'm teaching them that, so I really need to cut that out. Rosie Bell asked me what is my dream job, and realistically my dream job is to be a makeup artist. Like, that is a very obtainable goal. Like, it's but in like, what I really want to do as a makeup artist is I want to do special effects makeup, and I want to work on like music videos or like elaborate projects and things like that. Thing is, I'm creative, but I'm very shy at like showing my work. Even when I started my YouTube, I was just like, I didn't want anybody to know. Sometimes when people find out, I still kind of just get like, yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to be, I either want to do like special effects or just like work on music videos or shoots and things like that. Like, I don't want to do bridal. And I would like to do television. Like, that would be awesome to do television. I think that would be great. Or like even movies. Glamour Foxbox asked me, what's the inspiration behind starting my channel and what gave me the courage? So the inspiration was myself, really, is that I was in college and I was at that point where it was just like, is this really what I want to do? You know, because I think everybody kind of goes through that and has that like epiphany, that college epiphany. Do I really want this for my life, or am I just doing this to make other people happy? And I feel that that's what I was doing, is that I was doing it to just get by and like get in, get out, graduate, get a job, and like start my life with my daughters. And I felt that realistically that I couldn't do makeup as like a job and be successful as a job, but you really can. I've been to a lot of conventions and talked to a lot of people, and yes, it really does take a long time for it to like pull off, and for you to be successful you have to have a great clientele, and you really have to kind of just be willing to do a lot. What gave me the courage to do this? Myself. Like, I really told myself that I wasn't going to be afraid anymore. I'm very plain Jane and very shy, and I just felt that I had a lot of talent or a lot of creativity. I don't want to say that I had a lot of talent, because back then I really didn't, and I still don't right now. I'm still learning, and yeah, I really wanted to take that leap and say that I tried. You know, like, even if it didn't work out for me, I just wanted to say that, hey, I tried it and it didn't work out for me. Let's move on to the next thing. Oh, Annie Loves Pink asked me what is my favorite topping, and I'm gonna say that it is mushrooms. I can eat mushrooms or cheese. Yeah, mushrooms, excuse me, mushrooms or cheese. Like, I think that I like cheese more than I like mushrooms though, to be honest, because I love cheese pizza. Really, really, really love cheese pizza. The Belle Adventures asked me if I had to spend the rest of my life in one city outside of the US or North America, where would it be? And I'm gonna have to say that it would probably be Tokyo. Yes, I'd probably go to Tokyo because I do know that in Tokyo, I do have sickle cell. They do have great healthcare there for people who have sickle cell, so that means I'm not gonna die. And it's always busy, and I'm a city girl, so I like busyness. And they have food that I'll eat, so, you know, like, I think that it's a win-win-win for me. Kaylee Young asked me, when was the last time that I cried? And last time that I can actually remember that I cried was, oh my god, my throat. The last time that I cried was at my daughter's parent-teacher interview, and the teacher, like, my kids are in kindergarten, and my daughters were writing, like, they could write their name in kindergarten, and this was only a matter of like maybe a month and a half of school before the parent-teacher interview. And yeah, to see that for the first time, because my daughters did not go to daycare or anything like that, to see that for the first time, it was just like, it was so overwhelming. I was filled with so many emotions, and I was just like, my kid is a genius. Like, I was so happy, and I just ended up crying. Something I can't live without is definitely Wi-Fi. Like, I don't know what to do with myself. Netflix, internet, YouTube, Instagram, YouTube. The next question is from Alyssa Binion. I hope I pronounced your name properly. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? And realistically, I see myself finishing college. I plan on doing that by the end of next year. And, or actually, yeah, by the end of next year, I should be done college and have my diploma. And then I see myself going to makeup artistry school. Like, that is pretty much the reason why I'm doing this and why I'm learning so much, is because I want to be a makeup artist at the end of the day, and I just want to share my work. The last question was by Kitten Monroe, and she asked me if I could go to dinner with any historically relevant dead person. Who would it be? Where would I go? And what would I want to talk about? And I picked Mr. Dress Up, and I'm a kid at heart, and that's why I picked Mr. Dress Up. And I would probably ask him to go to sushi because I've been craving that for about 2 weeks, so that's where I'd want to go. And I'd ask him why he decided to choose the career that he did. Now, Mr. Dress Up, if you don't know who he is pretty much a Canadian, like, legend. Like, everybody knows who Mr. Dress Up is if you're Canadian. He created a show in his house called Mr. Dress Up, where basically he would create crafts and have puppetry segments and stuff like that. And also, what else did he do? He did crafts, puppetry, and just like he used his imagination just to make things. Oh, and he drew. He drew. So he was just like a really big inspiration in my life, because when I was younger, that's all I would want to watch is Mr. Dress Up. And he did live in Ontario, in the same area, well, not the same area, but in the same city that I used to live in. And even sometimes, like, I still pass, like, I'll drive by his house too, just because it's on a way to where I have to go. So like, I get to see where he lived, which is pretty awesome. But like, he's dead, so it's really sad. But he was such a nice person, and I really wish that I got to meet him, because I probably would have cried. Alright everybody, so I just want to say thank you for my first round of Q&A. I had a lot of fun answering all these random questions that my subscribers and friends have asked me. Also, if you want to ask me a question for my second Q&A, you can just leave it in the comment box down below, and I'll do another Q&A in maybe a couple of months when I've gathered enough questions. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye!